Out to the masters. Break it down. The generation is something cool. Just like God. That's a great boy. Yeah. That's a great little man. Break it down. Welcome to the Situation Room this evening. From what I understand, a couple people had trouble getting in here. A couple people have been able to get in here. But before we even introduce the rest of them, I need to apologize for last Sunday. I did not make it on due to real life stuff. I did not make it to do the show, and I do apologize. And I hope everybody forgives me. But real life came first, and I got tied up with a bunch of shit. So I do apologize once again, but today's a new day, and we're going to get cranking on this new day. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce my panel, which is still missing a few, but they said they're going to make it in. So we got Devious, which you're looking like a blank gray screen right now, Devious.
Ah, okay. Let's see here.
Am I the only one that's seeing that? Oh, there's the dog. There's the
Yeah.
dog.
I had my image on, but I didn't have the camera plugged in. So
We got to work on getting Z-Man a new picture and name on here. Got to work on that. But we got Z-Man, we got Killer Queen, which, Queen, it looks like you got your thing sorted out. Is your sound working now?
she's muted.
She might not have her sound working.
No, I had to get on from my phone.
Wow.
It's still not right for my computer.
That's interesting.
You sound different.
Yeah, because I'm on from my Apple earbuds.
Nice. Okay. Then we got the one. Champ said he'll be in here. A few others said they'll be here, but West Coast time. All right, Davies, your mic's picking up your breathing now. All right, so let's talk about. Let's get into the update notes, and then we'll cover what I should have covered on Sunday. And I do apologize once again. I need to get rid of that. All right, so we're going to start with the simple. Present to everybody. Downtime and release notes. Does anybody want to go over this?
Sure, I can read it. The following changes and fixes are being applied in the Thursday, March 28th update. The Shadow Ops. Blinding Light Chapter 3 arrives soon. Take on true believers who have seized large portions of the sector. Be rewarded with more standard Shepard parts and enhance the power of your Manticore with brand new tech, one of which includes a speed bonus. The next part I'm not too happy about. Raid update. Raid loot has been overhauled. You now have a chance to win any of the previously released Diamond Tech from the raids. That includes 27 units. So that means you have to do a crap load for a chance to win, whereas before there was only a few different ones, so you had more of an odds of getting what you wanted. So now it's out there. So anyway, you can go down to the list. We can read Liberator, Fury, Draken, Purifier, Hammer, Breacher, Hades, Apollo, Sphinx, Vindicator, Acolyte, Envoy, Detonator, Phalanx, Seeker, Bonesaw, Disruptor, Sharpshooter, Spartan ZK, Cyclops, Cerberus, Valiant, Chaplain, Bishop, War Dog, Caretaker, and Technical. And if that's not a long list, I don't know what is. All right, they had bug fixes, fixed an issue where the Righteous Return trophy hitbox did not line up with the in-game model, fixed an issue where optimized cycles was incorrectly tagged as last chance in the event store. Last week hot fixes, fixed an issue where bases would sometimes show an incorrect template, and fixed an issue where the sector goal would reset after destroying all the buildings. There you go.
Well, ain't that just interesting? Now, I did not see. Did anybody see what the hell they're talking about when it comes to that reset thing? Was it because you didn't kill the Omega Nova, the base reset on you, though, automatically? Is that what they're talking about? Because I just killed the damn Nova. I didn't give a shit. I take it as nobody else knows either.
I'm sorry, I had the mute there for a second. I'm very popular at the house.
So, does anybody know what they actually fixed, or was it you killed all the bases and left the boss in there, and the thing reset on you? Is that what I'm figuring?
Well,
Yeah, actually, I had a base that happened to.
Okay.
I was opening it for someone, and I thought I left just the bare minimum of the Omega Nova for the person to kill, but I guess I killed it, and they went in there to kill it, and there was no Omega Nova in there. I went in there again, and there was no Mega Nova, and then I actually went and was like, well, let me see if I hit attack. I hit attack, and the base is completely reset. So if that was the issue they're talking about, then yeah, I did experience it.
Okay, so I'm hoping that's fixed. That would be kind of shitty, because some of us will open on the next event, especially to help others. Sam, I know a lot of people still are missing a few of those diamond techs, but get with your clan and start running those because the war efforts are well worth it. One of the things I wanted to bring up is during the event, I didn't get a whole lot of playtime. And I'll admit that real life still has me running. But when I did get to play, I didn't really have a ton of lag or disconnects. Was I the only one that was lucky, or did it seem like it was actually a pretty smooth event overall?
It had some lag.
Yeah, it was spotty. There was times when I could do, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 bases before I'd have to refresh. But then there would be other times where as soon as I started an attack, the screen would freeze, and then I'd have to back out.
Okay, so spotty at best. That's interesting. One of the other questions I had about the event, and we're going to get into more detail after we go through a couple more notes. When you guys were doing the mega boss bases, a lot of people found different ways to do them. A lot of good videos out there, especially the one with the escorts. That was absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm. Escorts were very handy this event.
Yep. But did anybody else seem to, when you did the Omegas, sometimes it seemed like the deployment took a little extra longer in those bases? I don't know. To be honest, to me it was I deploy them and it took a few extra minutes for them to show up. Well, it took me about 30 seconds the first time. It was like, where the hell's my units? I was about to end attack, and all of a sudden they appeared. So I was like, oops, okay, I guess they're all right. All right, so let's go on let's talk about the shadow op since I was the only one that probably had that problem. Let me turn the screen share back on here.
I don't know. This event just didn't impress me. I just wasn't even if I wasn't busy in real life, I was just not motivated to do it.
All right, Devious, you want to go again?
Sure. In the Chapter 3 briefing, coming soon in the 9/13 release, the True Believers have set up shop in the sector. Temper the threat and be rewarded with parts for the Sentinel's new secret weapon, the Shepherd. Wielding specialized bombs, the Shepherd can turn enemy against one another. Chapter 3 contains 4 shortened phases, which last for 72 hours once activated. You must complete Tier 3 in the phase to earn the standard Shepherd part. 8 parts are required to unlock the Shepherd, destroy specific targets on the world map to score Shadow Ops points and earn prizes. And for anybody that's new out there, that was new to you. Chapter details, Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3. Phase 1 begins March 29th at 10 a.m. That would be today.
No, that was Phase 1. That was past tense. Oh, no, it is. Okay, you're right.
It ends April 3rd at 10 a.m. Phase 2 begins April 3rd at 10 a.m. and ends April 8th at 10 a.m. Phase 3 begins April 8th and ends on the 13th. Phase 4 is unlimited parts. It begins Friday, April 13th at 10 a.m. and ends Friday, April 17th at 10 a.m. And that would be the time for anybody that missed it. There's your opportunity. And it won't be easy, I'm sure.
I'm feeling sick that week. You guys can all play catch up.
Okay, the Shadow Ops points. This is standard for every single one, but
can
for
skip
any newbies out there, all right,
You can skip that. They don't know Shadow Ops by now. We really need
there
to.
you go. All right, here's the meat of it. You got the Shepherd. The Shepherd is a high altitude flying fortress that bombs enemies from the protection of the skies. The attributes: it's a unique, a sentinel in faction, and it's a high altitude aircraft. Weaponry: it drops bombs that apply turncoat to nearby units. Turncoat causes enemy units to turn and attack each other, damaging turncoat units, and also slightly damages the Shepherd. Enemy defenses will also target units affected by turncoat, and that is key to taking the Shepherd down. Arms cache system. Complete phases to earn arms caches. Each cache contains components for the Manticore. Replaying phases grants a chance to win up to 3 components per cache. Playing all the way through the phase earns you 1 Manticore tech for each slot. The Shadow Ops, Blinding Light. You can get Ionic, I'm saying that right, Ionic thrusters. The unit is Manticore. Slot thrusters, cache is bronze, increases movement speed up to 20%. Armored thrusters, also Manticore thrusters and bronze cache. Reduces damage taken while moving by up to 15%.
Where'd he go?
Sorry about that. I had an interruption.
I was like,
it was a love fest. People on the way out the door. Anyway, enhanced targeting is also the Manticore system. In the slot is system. The cache is silver, increases range by up to 50.
Hey, still
There you go, buddy. Yeah, I had to give a fist bump. Okay. Cruise engine. Unit, Manticore. Slot, system. Silver cache. Increases acceleration by up to 40%.
Boy, is that fucking thing needed.
Juke controls. Manticore. Slot is dashboard. Cache is gold. Receives 90% damage reduction for up to 4 seconds when the HP drops below 50%. Clouds of Death. The unit, Manticore. Slot dashboard. Cache gold. The Manticore spawns several gas clouds on death that damage nearby enemies.
So the fart box just starts going cheetah cheetah bang bang on you.
There you go, right at the end.
Yeah. Seems like this unit is gonna, if the more loaded your base is gonna be, the harder the faster you might die kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be interesting. Very, very interesting.
Well, I think that the Manticores, it just depends, but I think the Manticores kind of negates some people who use Lancers in their base. So I think that right there is going to be a little scary for them. Other than that, I can't see too much use for it.
I heard the bitch don't die, so I'm going to see a lot of use for it.
They died in the event.
Yeah, well, the event and other things are 2 different things. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We could be completely wrong. I mean, they like to throw different things at us. Speaking of events, I think we can go back to it, and let's talk about the overall ranking of the event. Let's go down the panel. Let's start with Devious. What did you think of it, scale of 1 to 10?
Well, it was an event, so it did have that going for it. Like the last 3, there was a hiccup at the beginning, and this one here was rectified, and I think a fairly fair compensation. Repairing tunes because of the excess damage or whatnot, and if you did your repairs right with those 3 things there, you could repair pretty much the same units that you were using 3 times, and that was quite a big savings if you had in fact damaged all your crap earlier. If not, then you're still reaping the benefits of that. So that was a nice reward for sticking with the event if you did. And for those of you who accepted it and forgot to check and that they had space for them, I feel for you. because you only got one shot. And
Yeah, I
then
really
they were
think
gone.
they need to expand that shit. But
Yeah, logistics, yes. There should be some more holding slots there, or it should be at least a drop down or something. I mean, that's just crazy that you can only hold so many. But it's it fits their theme. They do the same thing with our ops, and so I mean, it's something that anybody that plays the game is going to be used to. And if you're at a lower level or whatnot and don't have the right things upgraded, you wouldn't see the logistics anyway. So, pretty much. I think that was fair. But as for the event itself, I'm not going to give it a really high score. I'm going to say I'm going to give it a 7. I didn't. There was a lot of things that I didn't like about the event, and one of them was the fact that you were pretty much put into a corner in every single turn. You were taking damage whether you liked it or not.
well, I'm going to be honest. I feel the same way. I just felt that you could control more of how much damage. You're going to take damage. There's no doubt. But you could limit it. You could control it. All right, who's TV? All right, I hear it. I don't know whose it was. All right, so let's move on. Let's go to Champ, which just arrived. Champ? He unmuted. He's unmuted, so I don't know what. Maybe he's still setting up. Then he remuted. T-Man, go for it. Tell us about your event, what you think of it. Wow, you guys are like, oh,
I'm here. My event, I did 2 full rounds, and I called it quits, and I helped my clanmates.
2 full rounds, that's respectable. What you think of it?
I did it before they nerfed it, so I lost some stuff. But once they nerfed it, it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Testing.
You're back, Champ.
Testing.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was at a Trump rally. Sorry about that.
Congratulations.
Tell us about your event, what you thought of it.
The event itself, I thought, was pretty good. I liked using my Lancers for the faction waves. Difficulty-wise, it was acceptable. Damage. I think all the faction waves, you could use missiles. They didn't have any jammers in there. The thing that pissed me off was the new unit and the prizes.
Okay, new unit and the prizes.
They didn't have any fucking gold tech in there for a Lancer or gunships or all the payouts were giving me crap shit that I don't use.
Okay.
I don't know what to rate that at, but
rate it at whatever you want, sir. Whatever you want.
I don't know if you're doing ratings right now, but whatever. Give it
throw a number in there, 1 to 10.
7.2.
7.2. Queen, what did you think of it?
Like I said, I was really busy in the real world.
No.
Yeah. So, and like I said, even if it wasn't, I just really wasn't motivated with this event. The Lancers together came in really handy during the faction. I was pretty much done before they nerfed it. I only did 2 run-throughs. I just don't think the fart boxes are worth fighting for to get 55 tokens to max them out. So if they end up being worth it, my bad. But at this point, I don't see where they're worth it. And yay, they gave it a boost on the tech coming up, but it's still slower than the Herald. So still not seeing any real vast improvements there. So I don't know. The trophy's cool. I dig it.
Me too.
I give that a 10.
Yep, I like that. What is it? Was it a Sentinel and a Blender? Is that what it was?
An Acolyte.
An Acolyte.
Yeah, he gets gas and then goes splat. And who doesn't like splat? Splat's great.
Yeah, Splat was really great.
But other than that, I guess if I had it overall rated, I'd give the event about 6.5.
Okay, fair enough. The one, what did you think of the event?
Oh, it was a nice event. I did 3 rounds and then I was done.
3 rounds and you were done. Socrates says it was a PK event. I heard a lot of people miss bases.
I heard that too.
I personally didn't. I muscled through it because I was on limited time play, so I did what I could and muscled through it as best I could. I did 3 rounds through it myself. I have enough to build unlimited of those things. Do I think they're really going to be all that? Not really. I'm going to be honest. I just don't think they're going to be all that because of how fucking slow they are. Which not one of you said that. It's even slower than the fucking Herald. I mean, if the Herald outruns it, that's fucking bad.
I'll say one thing about it. It does have really good health.
Yes, it will hold up really well, but I heard it really holds up against technicals.
Yeah.
I still think it's sad. I think it's so slow, and the range for how slow it is going to get shot quite a bit before it actually fires. But they always say there is a use for everything, and I bet you there's going to be a use for that damn thing.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm only going to give it a solid 5 because, I mean, 3 rounds, I was done. I was bored. I was not very interested. I know I can already hear people, well, you should have played more anyways. Played for what, though? I mean, it wasn't that, I really didn't need a lot of that stuff. So
I'm pretty sure the store was bare for you.
Yeah, the store was very bare. I love the trophy. I'm not going to take anything away from that trophy. I'm telling you right now. I can't. That trophy's badass. Absolutely badass, to say the least. It was very creative. Remind me of some of those testing chambers and the comic books and stuff. It was very cool. But as far as anything else went, no, I was not impressed.
Hey, do you guys mind if I make a side note and it has nothing to do with what you're talking about right now?
Okay, what do you got, champ?
Do you guys know Discord? You can share your screen now.
No, I did not, but that is a good piece of information. I'll tell you that.
Individually or as a group?
Just show us how that's done.
If I can figure it out next time I'm on there, sure. I was doing it last night, but
were you sharing it one-on-one with someone, or
I was sharing it with the group?
Oh, okay, right on.
Nice. Can I bring up the fact that I heard little birdie told me that Champ has been reinstated in Discord?
Yeah.
Yay.
Congratulations, Champ, for your reinstatement.
Hell,
that makes
frozen
one of
over.
us.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more colors.
Yeah, yes. Become the Skittle kid that you really want to be.
Yeah, let's see how fast you can get bent again.
Somebody's already got the name in there as the future Skittle Kid, so can't have that one.
Ah, darn. Hey, you need to make my name all funky like those other people, man. Can you do that?
I can do that.
All right. Cool. Sorry about the interruption, guys. I apologize.
That's awesome news, man.
Well, that's good news. I got clarification on my Discord. I will never, ever get it back. But they still don't realize I already have another one, and I've been in there, and I think I'm a level 10 now.
Well, that's narrowing the field, so you should probably not give too much information.
I think. I don't want to tell you.
Some really smart people on the other end there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that share screen thing, I don't think it works on the Kickside channel. But if you have a private, group channel, it works on there. So
I'm looking at that when we get done with the show for sure.
Oh, yeah. Can we get back on the event here for a little bit?
Yes. Yeah, my bad.
Okay. No, not on that at all. I was just, I figured your conversation was winding down, so I just wanted to make sure we didn't venture too far away. I wanted to throw it out there and see what anybody else said. I had a guy, because we're on the show. Obviously, we're in the community. People see us or whatnot. So people were sending me videos of a guy that was doing the shadow ops, or not the shadow ops, but the boss bases when the bar was not full, and they wanted to know
Yeah.
what was going on there. So, anybody get the information out there on that?
Yes.
They
It's
got banned.
I got
There was hacking like there was no tomorrow going on.
yeah, but there was situations where the bar had expired, and if you entered a base when just before the bar expires,
Mhm.
like say you have like 30 seconds left on
Yes.
the timer,
Yeah.
and you enter that boss base and attack it, it's gonna show you attacking a bubbled base pretty
Right.
much
Yeah.
You're
at
Well,
that point, right?
the video, yeah, and I totally get that, champ. I totally get that. But the video that I had was more than a minute long, and it was showing a guy sitting attacking a base that was in a bubble, and then the base disappeared, and then it showed his tune moving to another bubbled base, attacking it, and then it disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
So that
Yeah.
right there, to me, was without a shadow of a doubt cheating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the guy got banned. The bar was showing at like 67%.
Well, the message that I got in accordance to that, and I'm not going to out the guy. I think that it would be totally unfair, and I think he was speaking in confidence that we would address the issue and maybe something would get done about it a little faster. Yeah. A lot of those guys were pretty pissed, and it was going on rampant in that sector.
The only glitch going on. They had people that were attacking bases with certain units, and they would change the base, making level, I think it was a 55 to an equal to a level 5. So, I mean, there was a lot of people that were shooting their XP really, really high, and then when Kickside patched, all of a sudden their event stopped.
Yeah, I seen some of the posts in Discord. I was completely turned off at one point on the event. Not going to say anything negative about it other than that. I just I found better things to do than sitting around trying to hammer that out. And at one point it was improving for me. So it wasn't that they nerfed the bases, is that I think I seen the light of day and took an easier route than the route I started out in. But other than that, I think that what I was trying to get to about with the cheating thing is that it was entire sectors. It was going on rampant in there. And so you would watch these guys. One guy that I seen his comments in Discord, he was like, I did 1.3 million in XP, and I spent like 100 gold or something. And he goes, and I see these people up here with 8 million XP and spending no gold. You know, he's total fucking bullshit. So I mean, the community was kind of hot over that thing, and it would be nice to know that those individuals that were cheating were not just pushed to the side and hidden or smacked on the wrist or whatever. That crap needs to be handled.
I don't think a lot of them got punished because not everyone got busted by any means.
I did see a lot of creators on posted on the pages. During the course of the event, and I thought it was kind of funny. And I did notice that in Discord too. Like people, you know, it was pretty hot topic, and basically the moderators, they don't want anybody to talk about cheating in Discord, you know, because it's like, you know, forbidden topic, I guess, or off topic, or, you know, I don't know, but yeah, it happens, you know, people cheat, and it was totally unnecessary, because especially on those boss bases, because those boss bases were really easy. And I made sure to get all my parts, because I have a feeling they're going to nerf the bases when they come back.
Oh yeah, and I think Debo gave us the warning that that's always what happens. He reminded us of that, and he was right. So one of the things that bothered me most about the cheating is the fact that it actually is still going on. You know, I mean, it's a free game. You don't have to pay to play this game, and so people are really competitive in nature and whatnot. But in an event, that's one-on-one. That's one on you. It's you against the game, and you're cheating. And you're cheating to get a hand up to where you can use it later on in PvP or whatever, because you're getting this before everybody else does. And I see that as a character issue, and so if Kixeye is light on people for those kind of flaws, then it really is it's a hopeless issue. So they need to be really hard on that kind of cheating.
Well,
I think I agree. There should be
It's different than taking advantage of exploits, is what I'm saying, champ.
Yeah, I know. There should be different, stiffer penalties for, cheating. Right? I mean, it's downright cheat. You run some kind of hack code or some kind of code that gives you the advantage on the game. Totally agree, and there should be stiffer penalties for that type of behavior on the game.
Well,
but
we know Kixeye's penalties. Sometimes they're a little better than others. Other times we've seen them barely give a guy a slap on the wrist, but even when we prove them doing something they're not supposed to be doing. But here's the thing, and I guarantee Kixeye's over here. How do we guarantee or penalize the absolute right people? Now, I'm saying some of them are very obvious because, literally, they hit their maximum right off the – they hit what they hit right off the bat and stopped.
Yeah.
But there's others that literally, just they kept on going a little bit, kind of making it look like they were doing good. So,
what Kixeye needs is they need like a special, I don't know, group or something from the support team actually playing the game and monitoring when these things happen.
Oh, I'm not arguing that point at all. I agree with you. I do. I really do think Kixeye needs to be more aware of what's going on in their game. But then again, it's really hard to do that because some people can't be a player. It cannot be a player. I'm sorry. Moderators are doing their job inside it. But even some moderators to try, or even trusted players in answering tickets, they attempt to, to put their personal grievances in the game. And it's happened to me particularly. One guy even admitted and sent it out PM live, and I didn't answer him because I knew who he was.
All right. Yeah, but all right. So there were look at the trying to address what Champ was saying about them having a team. The problem is this the area to provide surveillance for. How many sectors are there? The events going on, and how many people do you have in how many do they? I'm sure that they could make it to where one guy can handle like 15 sectors, and maybe jump is open for him. He can jump in or whatever, when jump's frozen for us. I'm not sure, but still, it's pretty much they got to rely on people reporting it and then having evidence of actually videoing it. If it wasn't for the videos that were sent to me and other people, I think I also seen the one had gotten some videos. That right there is that's key to their success on catch and cheat, and it's more than them seeing it eyes on. I just don't see where they have the personnel to monitor all of that. Unless of course there's a software thing that could show, hey, there's discrepancies here in the software. I have no idea.
But of course they wouldn't send build a team for every sector. Of course not. But I bet they have a database where a certain player with a certain ID or a certain sector has been reported often. They have their statistics or whatever that they can comb through.
I'm sure there's some way somehow they can find, look into it a little more than what they are. But when it's running as rampant as it did, I'm sure it's very, very hard. I'm not saying impossible, but I'm sure it's very, very hard because I got PM after PM, and a lot of people. I want to apologize. I didn't get back to a few of you. It was running. It was running rampant. They did shut a lot of it. I think at least 99% of it down as soon as they got the information. But they did not get all of them penalized. Yes.
Yeah, well, it's still kind of alarming on this note. For a long time there, because of you remember when they started with the band hammers and craters everywhere and everything, and then next thing you know, the cheating uh, uh, became like on islands. You knew exactly who was what people were doing the cheating or whatnot, and eventually it got settled down, and we all got some confidence back that the game was pretty much on the up and up, and. Because we've all been playing, especially a lot of the people that I'm around, we get accused of cheating all the time. And we know we're not cheating, so we can see that there's a lot of false reporting going on. People are just getting outplayed, outskilled, or whatever. It's like me yesterday. I went into a base. I could have swore that this guy's base was just way overpowered because it just destroyed all my shit really quick. But a lot of that was due to being disconnected. I was being attacked at the same time. I was trying to hop back and forth between the attack and in defense of my base, and I got DC'd and just decimated. But that kind of shook my reality here, my little world here, with this belief that the cheating is under control. So now I'm a little bit more hesitant to PvP in certain areas and against certain foes out there, because we know that they in the past that they have used cheat engine or whatnot. And so now if these cheats are going on, how rampant is it? Because that happened during the event, and it was entire sectors that were doing it. So that's kind of shaken my reality a little bit.
Well, here's the thing. I know on this show it's been said before. War Commander player, we are the most pain in the ass to any company out there, because we will sit there and find every little fucking nick and glitch we can use. And when I say glitches, like the Think base that had the Liberator in the back, or when they had the CC that was in the metal base that was CC only. It seems like we have players that just literally go find those little glitches. And I'm sure something went haywire and did something like that. And I'm not saying that it won't happen again, but I do see Kickside working very hard and doing their diligence to try shut them down as soon as they find out about them. Whether they're punishing the ones doing it, some got nailed, some didn't. I wish I would have liked to see more people get nailed by it. But compared to what they used to do, I've got to give them a lot more respect. They are pushing a little harder against that. So, what do you guys think? Do you feel that maybe we are getting too trusting that when they don't punish, maybe we're expecting them to come down harder? Is that maybe what's going on?
I don't know. You would think that when such a thing happens, especially during the event, and everybody's working hard at doing things the right way or whatnot, and then cheating comes along and rampant, you see all these people at the top of the leaderboard just taking everything away and getting away with it. And so, I mean, it's. I think that at some point, Kixeye should address the community on the cheating, like they did the last time. They gave it a little bit of heads up. Hey, it was taken care of. It was an isolated pocket or whatever of individuals, but it wasn't. It was a couple of different sections. So the information was being spread somewhere out there. I didn't go looking for it because I don't like visiting those pages, and so. But I've heard nothing else until I spoke to you guys about it today. So.
Well, I've seen plenty of videos. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't get to reply to half of the ones I got. The one that bugged me the most was seeing some people get into those boss bases whenever the hell they wanted.
If you guys would like, I'd have to set it up right so that way the guy doesn't get outed that sent it to me here. But I can actually show you one of the videos that was sent to me of the guy doing just the cheating. But I'd have to set it up first before I start sharing, so that way he's not outed.
Let me preview it on the next show.
All right.
Because I really don't want to have the fallback of like some people. because there's a lot of good people that send us good stuff that needs to be shared to the community, but I don't want them to get, the people that are trying to give us the good information get caught in the middle and not feel comfortable.
The bottom line of this whole cheating thing is people cheating on the game. It ruins the game for the rest of the honest players.
Agreed. Absolutely.
It just ruins the game, and it forces Kickside to make changes that we don't want.
That's a fact. That's an absolute
That
fact.
is a fact.
And they just ruin the game for everybody else that wants to play this game. Honestly, I was called a hack last night for I don't know how many times, like usual. But I coin a lot, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I don't have anything else to do, but I'm a pretty big coiner, so I repair my base when I'm being attacked, and if I'm being called cheat for that, so be it. I don't care. But that I'm not running any cheat when I say repair all.
No, you might be called. They call that the Visa hack, Champ. The Visa hack.
I don't care what they say. But yeah, the problem with the whole thing with cheating for me is it just ruins the game for all the other players.
Oh, Champ. I mean, let's face facts. You watch good players get so frustrated because they just sit there every day. They pay attention to the forums. They earn their weapons, their units. And the first words out of somebody's mouth that doesn't want to even, read forums or doesn't even put an effort in, oh, you're a hack. Well, why is he hacked? Because he actually sat there and did the bases and got ahead and worked his ass off to get stronger and learn what works and doesn't? Or is he a hack because you're too lazy and want to do the bare minimum? I mean, we've seen it. We've seen a lot of people that just do the bare minimum. So, I mean, to me, I'll never understand it.
All right. Well, just not to drag it all the way down, I think we've beaten this thing into the ground. And anybody else got anything else to add on it?
Yeah, let's talk about the boss bases. Let's talk about them. Bases are out there. There's many different tactics to it. Some with brute force, which Socrates definitely showed way. I did the mixture of the brute force and the escort one. What did you guys think of some of the techniques that came out later?
I don't want to say anything about the escort one because I don't want them to mess it up, man.
I was thinking that exact same thing, Champ. But I was also watching a discussion that was going on in Discord, and they were talking about them nerfing an upcoming nerfs to the escorts, and everybody was seriously frowning, and I was one of them.
I don't want to talk about that, man. Anything that gives Kickside the advantage, let's not talk about it.
I know. I love my escorts.
Kickside knows all about that base.
My escorts fucking died, man. What the hell?
Let's be honest. I mean, come on. Let's not hide the facts. The Kickside already acknowledged that base. They got the numbers on it. They know what happened. They know the escorts pretty much whapped the shit out of that base.
I did screw up a couple times where, I'd go on the back with my tuna escorts. And those little escorts, little escorts, right? The baby escorts would come out and just fucking kill my shit, right? And then, I just see escorts dropping. So, I'm like, what the fuck, man?
I'm not gonna lie. The first couple ones did not go very.
I actually had a Nova turn its back and shoot me.
I'd seen some guys really successful using Cerberus.
Oh yeah, it had to be Cyram.
He was very, 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 very efficient with his Cerberus, and he knew exactly when to pull him back. And, that was quite interesting. It took a lot of skill to do what he was doing.
Cyram, I consider that dude. He's like the
top level.
What do you call that guy? The Cerberus Whisperer.
Yeah. If you watch that video,
that's not an insult by any means.
It's not.
No, he definitely knows how to work his Cerberus.
But that guy is so skilled. If you watch his videos, the amount of keybinds he uses and controls is like out of my skill set.
Exactly. He is top of the line. He's top of the line.
He probably
You can watch it, but you can't replicate it. It's way too high above what you can.
No.
He could probably out-type every one of us because the way he controls, he
Yeah.
locks them and does controls. I mean, he knows what he's doing. There's no doubt.
Yeah, he's probably got small fingertips too, because my fat fingers, I'm always hitting 2 keys at once.
I'm hitting usually 3. So what are you talking about?
You're all thumbs.
And on top of all 3 of them, with the wrong key, I didn't hit one of them with the right key. Let's be honest here. No, Cyram's definitely got it going on lately. Well, not even lately. I mean, for me, more recent because I'm paying attention more and more to his videos. He definitely has it going on.
In our small group, including you, Cyram's videos have always been very important to us. So kudos to him.
Yeah. I prefer him over a few other missile spammers. Every time I see them, they kind of seem to throw more.
Yeah, I'm not. Anybody that adds to the community, good for you. But if you want to get it right the first time, watch Cyram. If you got the units he's using, you got it.
I heard some people requested videos of, can you do it with lesser units? And he actually did, make an attempt at them from what I hear. So, I mean, I give him credit. I'll give him credit. There's some good people out there, and then you got the missile spammers that want to brag about the missile spamming, and I laugh about them, and I think it's funny.
Yeah, don't take no skill to missile spam because I do it a lot.
Yeah, well, you got certain people that can only hold 2 and 3 missiles, and you're firing 6. What do you think about this? I got to end attack, go build more missiles, get more resources to build more.
Yeah.
That's not skill.
Yeah, you got to keep stats on some of the video guys out there, the amount of Thor that they're using per base and how, that kind of thing. Yeah. For their free repairs. Yeah.
All right, so it's getting, we still got plenty of time. Going into, let's talk about the Shepherd. Now, a few people have GoGo Bar tested the Shepherd. I think it's in there. I was told it was in there. I'm going to go look myself.
Yeah, it's next to your fart box.
Next to my ass?
Your fart box. Come on now.
Fart box. Oh, let me take a look. There it is. I'm gonna. You know what? Hold on. Oh, I just DC'd.
That's all right. Welcome.
Come on, man. You got to start calling it the fart box, like for real.
Yeah. The Manticore is now the AKA fart box.
Well, now I could see what's coming though. In the future, tech is going to be gas mask in one of our slots to handle the Manticore.
I think I just heard sluts.
Yeah, that too.
Jesus Christ, we're getting some real conversation.
You're talking go-go bar. Sluts just came natural. I meant slots.
Exactly. Oh. All right, let's. What else do we want to talk about? Why I'm reloading? I want to show this new. Is it just Kickside seem like they're going to everything with gas lately? You got the Fort box, you got the Shepherd box.
Like anything else, it's a new toy for them, and they're going to try and get it as quickly as they can in all facets of the game. So
Watch Roy's base go flat. Probably.
Yeah. It's going to be missile with some of the. You launch a missile and it just a big giant green cloud.
I haven't attempted to look at this thing at all, Iris, so I have no idea what this fucking thing can do. I can tell you. I know during fucking the event, everybody was, Roy's base is going flat. Well, guess what? That's 4 events in a row. My base has not gone flat, and it's been empty. So you guys can keep praying. It hasn't done it yet. Iris is going, next event. Next event. I can hear him now. Next event.
Everybody's got to have something to desire.
I think was it Jorge or Joseph or somebody there? It's going flat this time. Yeah. Nope.
No, you're talking about Joshua.
Joshua, that's who it was. All right, let's
Hellraiser. He's in your clan.
I don't remember. Shit, if you think I can remember this week at all, it's a fucking miracle.
All right. So what we got going on here, Roy?
I'm throwing the Shepherd in. I got no idea what it's going to do. There it is.
You got a base tune in there?
Of course.
All right. So what do you got? What do you got for a base tune against this Shepherd?
4 technicals and Kyle, because it's a high altitude. But I haven't even deployed that damn.
Let's see, you got a bone saw in the production.
Yeah, but this is high altitude, so.
Well, that's what I'm trying to point it all out here because you're setting it up here. You want to see what the Shepherd can do against Roy Boy's base, what he has for a base tune. You need to set up all the perimeters here, what you have for war production, what's going to be in there that's going to defend against it.
Oh shit! Fart box just farted on me, and they're not fighting there for me no more. Oh, that fart box is definitely not something to get too close to. That's for sure. Yeah, let's keep those fart boxes away from me, huh? Yeah, watch the fart box.
That's going down.
Killable. I mean, it looks killable.
Yeah, it's 100 million health.
It's still killable. I mean, I really didn't move my stuff too much. I mean, shit. So the fart box is killable. Yeah, that's a level 1. And we'll see more of that shit later. And no, Irish, I didn't go flat. Once again.
So how would you employ it if you were the one attacking your base with the Shepherd? How would you preempt it?
I would not deploy it alone. To me, I would deploy the Herald and it at the same time to have it try targeting both. You cannot. I mean, a lot of people's bases will not be able to handle 2 high altitude attacks at the same time. And then probably, if you really want to screw with people, deploy some of those mana cores to have them come and split them up.
Couple different groups to get the fire.
I would use this base. This unit on a base that's offline with everything on aggressive in it.
Yeah, that's probably a really good idea right there.
All that crap and send it straight back.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Absolutely. It's going to be one of those things we're really going to have to play with it to get to know it. It's one of the, I really can't wait to mess with that thing. I don't think I'm behind in Shadow Ops, but
no, I think we got just a couple weeks left, and then we're all going to be doing our thing.
After the week I had, I might be a little behind. I got 6 parts. Am I on track?
You're on track.
Yeah, that means next week we have that thing.
6 parts. We got to get 2 weeks.
No, you get tomorrow. You get your Shadow Ops part 7, and then a week later you get your.
Next week we'll be messing with that thing. That's pretty good.
That's right.
I got only 6 elite parts, so I'm really 17 elite parts. So I'm really gonna have to move my ass on that. Let's talk about what you guys expect from this. Is it going to be the unit that everybody's looking out for? Make you nervous, maybe?
I think if you combine it with the Manticore, it's going to be a very good unit to attack with.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those things. It's not a solo base killer, that's for sure. But then again, we haven't had a base killer, a solo one in a long time. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Jug was probably the last solo one. Everything else needs a support team now. The Jug definitely needs a lot of support now.
Yes, it does.
The DS needs support. Even though it's a good unit, it's not a base killer without support. I think we're going to find more and more of the units needing support.
I don't think people really like the idea. I mean, unless, of course, you like overpowering people and just rolling over people. When you go out and you're level 44, level 45, and hit level 37 bases or whatnot, you overpower it. So pretty much you can just send in pretty much just a couple of your units here and there, and pretty much Ruby can do it. But I don't think people really enjoy that kind of play. I think they like it when they can put multiple units that have different functions together and operate. It's like most of the a lot of people, what do they put in there now? They put the DS, Ardra, Caretaker, a Cerberus, Nova and a Romero. You got all kinds of things going on there. So yeah, I think that's the most interesting way to play. So the more they support that support role kind of playing, I'm all for it.
I'm going to be honest. One of the things I'm looking forward to this unit is some people really like to overload their bases with a lot of, like, I hit a base earlier today. It must have had 100 different libs in there. That damn that shepherd's gonna fucking take all those 100 libs, turn around, and start shooting at them.
Libs, I thought you hit one with escorts.
No, one with 100 libs in it. I would have to check. I think it was libs everywhere, absolutely everywhere. I don't know what the guy was trying something new, and I caught him in a frenzy, which happens lately. Nope, not that one. I'm trying to back check which one, how many libs he actually had, because I made sure I killed them all. I'm such a nice guy that way, you know.
You killed them all.
44 libs, 7 escorts, 1 sentry, 1 weaver, 15 riflemen, 1 draken, 8 sharpshooters. 44 libs. Okay, he didn't have 100, but he had a lot of libs in there. Now, 44 libs turning around and firing back at you, what's that going to do? Man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to see it. It's going to be interesting. Anything else that you guys want to bring up?
I do believe that a unique unit is immune to the turncoat status effect.
The unique should be.
Yeah, so the Kraken and the Judge are safe.
Yeah, well, that still doesn't mean I want to put them back in my fucking base. I mean, shit, that's just... When I see them in people's bases, I laugh. It's like, here comes your repair time, buddy. But I still think it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun with that new unit. Something new. Anything else? Anybody want to chime in about it?
I don't know. I like anything to be determined. I don't know. I
on
just
what?
think on like the shepherd. The shepherd.
To be determined, she says.
Yeah, that's a fact. None of us got nothing to play with except for the go-go bar.
I'm starting to wonder if that shepherd's going to be what it cracked up to be, though. I really am. I got this feeling that it's not going to be all that what it's cracked up to be.
Well, you know, if you got a strong unit that you could put in your base, or a unit that does medium damage, but doesn't take too much to destroy. I mean, that right there, you have a lot of those in your base. You're not going to do too much damage to the shepherd when they turn, and you kill all of those. So putting the liberators in your base is not an answer.
No, putting liberators is not an answer to that.
Sharpshooters, that would be an answer. A lot of sharpshooters, that would be an answer.
Yeah, well, that could be a good answer. Yes,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Deny that. Do I think it is the answer? No, I don't think that's the answer yet either. But I think some things are on the right track. People are going to mess with them for a while. We're going to try new things for a while. Whether it's going to find the right answer that we were looking for all along, I don't think so. I think there's going to be a lot of test and play with that.
Yeah, everybody's still playing around with the new defense toys too.
Well, you know what's a lot of people. I got a couple messages this week, and like I said, I'm sorry to get back to everybody. I do feel guilty. Normally, I try to get back a little faster and more often, but I couldn't. One of the things people keep saying is, where the hell is the survivor defensive unit? And I keep saying, I don't have a clue. I'm not in charge of that stuff. And somebody asked me, goes, I don't get it. They drop one here, they drop one there, but they have not dropped the survivor one yet. And all I can say is, sorry. I mean, Kickside sets the schedule, right or wrong. They set it. They make the schedule on when we get stuff like that. Yes, we all would like to see it a little sooner instead of 6 months down the road. Because a lot of us like the Survivor faction. But
I do.
Let's throw this out there. What do you guys think it's going to be?
As far as air or ground or whatnot?
Well, you know it's going to be ground, but is it going to be a high altitude? Will it hit high altitude only?
Yeah, it's for defense, Nicole.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just trying to think of. Honestly, if it's a base defense unit, inevitably it's going to be a piece of fucking shit you're going to put in your armory and never use again.
It's going to take up a big chunk of that space in the armory too, ain't it?
That's how the cookie's going to crumble. Inevitably, it's going to be a piece of fucking shit that you can't do fuck all with.
Okay. All right. What did you think of the one?
Yeah, I think the same. Like, put it in the armory and forget it.
Well, you know what's funny is we always have to get these damn bases, and then we get the unit, and then we go.
Yeah.
Trash.
Well, we're creatures of habit. We hope and pray that maybe third time's a charm.
But like one base defender is more time to repair than my whole damn base defense.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. Champ, what do you think of what might be the new unit?
New unit for what? The base defense?
Yep, base defense.
Survivors.
I think it's gonna be survivors.
Well, we know it's going to be. Is it a unit that might hit high altitude? Or is it a unit that it's going to be heavy against the ground? Or is it just going to be a piece of trash that's going to end up in your armory?
It's going to be another javelin.
You got to think with survivors. Okay, well, survivors are pretty. I mean, they got both fast and slow moving units. I mean, they have technicals, they have snipers or sharpshooters. Excuse me. What else? They have lancer. So I'm trying to think. Air wise, I'm not really too enthusiastic about an air defense. I think it'll be similar to the Kraken. It'll be an anti-ground, anti-air kind of tune, but it won't. I don't think it's gonna hit high altitude, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yep.
Good thoughts.
It's going to deal with your gunships, huh, Champ?
Beavis, what do you?
Well, any unit they throw out there, it's so long off before I get it maxed, and then it's usually nerfed by then. So I'm more hopeful that I'll get a base defense cricket op where my base defense when people destroy my buildings, little crickets pop out. I think that right there, I have more luck with that.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have any luck with that one.
It'd be really cool if they made a Kraken trophy and a Judge trophy and a Survivor, whatever this thing's going to be, trophy, so we can actually say we have really cool lawn ornaments.
Oh, that and now that you're onto that, how many people out there actually got that war paint for the Kraken?
You're a funny man.
I did.
I haven't. You guys want to do my medals for me? Jesus, I don't know how you get time for that shit.
I took a good look at it. I liked it. It's nice, but I didn't buy it.
Z-Man, what do you think the next unit is going to be?
To be honest, it's above my pay grade. I just roll with what they put out.
Love your pay grade. You know what?
Are you a Survivors faction?
No.
I'm going to go with above my pay grade, and I have no fucking clue. The Kraken came out. It started off with a bang, and then it kind of went downhill fast. People figured out how to get around it. Same with this.
I love killing that thing.
Yeah, we all love killing that thing. You know, when it first came out, it was a bitch. We all fucking were like, damn, what a fucking beast. And they did.
If you disconnect in a base, it still does pretty good damage.
Oh, yeah. You tingle. Still makes you fucking tingle. There's no doubt about it. But it's not anything I'm going to go screaming about, But let's wrap this little shindig up and let's get going on to real life for the night. Let's start with you, Devious. Your shout outs. Uh-oh. I think I broke the Devious.
No, I was muted. I actually went all the way through it, but I'll go through it again. I'll just mirror it. Thanks to everybody here on the panel. It's great having you guys all around. It's great to everybody that shows up out on YouTube. Kudos to KixEye for handling the cheating. And that's it.
Okay. Who the hell is next in line? Because I'm not paying attention here. Champ, your shout outs.
Shout out to you guys on the panel, and shout out to you, Roy. Thanks for not forgetting your show tonight.
I did not forget. I just had real life problem. Issues,
He bailed on us, man. He left us with Uber.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess semi shout out to KixEye for the event. It was pretty good. I it's just I'll give it time with that Manticore or whatever you call it. But man, I'm kind of disappointed in that the prizes they offered in that event, and I thought we should have got more chances to get gold tech for gunships and lancers and other things. But it was all right though. So I guess shout out to them and for patching up the bugs and stuff from the little cheat exploit they had, I guess. Shout out to guys on YouTube. Good night.
Okay. Champ's good. Z-Man, your shout outs. And don't forget Levi's shout outs too.
Oh, and Levi's shouting. That's why I'm muted. Shout out to everybody. Thanks for joining us. Hope we got some information out for you.
Okay. Let's go to Queen.
Shout out to everybody here on the panel. Sorry I've been quiet. I've been trying to fix my Chrome browser. It's totally fucked. Shout out to YouTube. Good seeing you all as usual. Keep it classy. Keep it clean. Play the game the way it should be played. Kudos for KixEye, for jumping on, patching what they had to patch. It's sad days when they have to take the game down because people are shady as fuck. But hey, to them, they think they're doing something great and marvelous. To the rest of us who play fair and spend our money or don't spend our money and play fair, your days are numbered. The community is screaming at KixEye to get on your asses, and it'll be coming. Your money won't be any good to save your asses for too long.
That's right.
Y'all have a
Our
great
eyes
night.
are looking for you.
Okay, let's go to the one.
Yeah, I want to thank the whole panel for again making a great show. And everyone watching, also thank you. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Lone Gunner in Sector 70 for quite the last 3 hours. I love you.
Oh, that's got to be a first.
I love you.
Your first ever shout out. Somebody let me know he had a shout out.
Hey, I think it's his accent when he says love. I don't know.
Love.
Live.
All right, so my shout out to everybody that joined us tonight. And once again, I do apologize for last Sunday. You know what? I'm going to make Champ a producer for next time that happens. Champ's in charge.
Bullshit.
Oh,
There you go. There you go.
Changes real quick. See?
Bullshit.
Changes quick, don't it? All right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, be safe, be happy. We're going to get that out of here and keep playing this damn game.
Roy, you want to
Peace.
keep your show on YouTube, man. You don't want to lose it.
We're out.